How we doing, family? How we doing? I pray all is well. I pray all is good. Happy Shabbat. Let's give praise and honor where praise and honor is due. That's to Yah, the Father, Abba, Creator, Savior, Ancient of Days, Omnipresent, Omni-Knowledge, Grace, Mercy, Love, His Son, Yahweh, our Messiah, our King, the one who guiding us to our Father, and the Ruach HaKodesh, the one that is our comforter, the one that lead us to our Father, that intercede for us for our Father in our prayers. Hey family, how we doing today? How we doing? I pray all is well. I pray all is good. It's been an awesome week for me. I hope it's been an awesome week for you and your family. I hope you show love to one another as you ought to do because this is your brothers and your sisters. Or do you love your neighbor? The Bible tell you to love thy neighbor. Family, how we doing? Like today, I I've been seeing some things like I'm starting to seeing people worshiping people. They're idolizing people instead of the Savior. They're idolizing the way a person speak or a person teach or things that they consider that's edifying them through this person. They're forgetting who the rock is. They're forgetting who the rock is. This is why Yahweh Shai said, don't call me good. Why call me good? For no one's good but the Father. And we're forgetting who the Father sent, who is the Word. And that's Yahweh Shai. And none of us who's out here delivering the Word, because we're not teachers, the Word is already there. We're reading, trying to tell you to read. But it's no man above another man, or his teaching is better than another man teaching. You just like that person better than you like that person. But it's no difference with the teaching if it's coming out of the Bible. And I'm seeing that lately, like people are flinging to someone who think they're God, who's telling people who's going to make it and who's not going to make it. Not sure if they're going to make it. It's a lot of people okay with saying what's wrong is right and what's right is wrong. They're okay with those kind of loose lip teachers, preachers, and they look up to them as a God. Even though it's a little g, as a God, as in guidance. And you know most of the things this person is saying is contrary to the Bible, but they have a good delivery. This is why you are not to build a person up in this word. This is not our word to build up. This is Christ. When you build other people in up, you're removing Christ because you think that person can lead you to the Father, and that person cannot. That person cannot. And I see a lot of people are really into philosophy. They're into the philosophy of the Bible instead of the law, statutes, and commandments. Instead of the law, statutes, and commandments. They into philosophy, man philosophy. How man say you should serve Yah instead of how the Bible tells you how to serve Yah. And that's through Christ. HaMashiach. That's how we serve Yah, not through man. That's why I say you study to show yourself approved. Then you won't be leaning on certain teachers or deliverers. The truth is the truth, family. It don't matter who gives it. The truth is the truth. But I see a lot of hate in Israel. Israel have a respect of people or a respect of person. And a lot of these people that's teaching, they're about views. Who's going to give me likes today? Who's going to give me views today? Instead of trying to really build up this church. Trying to build up this church. I seen some things the other couple of weeks ago or whatever in some of these camps, in one of the camps, and one of the leaders, he confessed what he did and messed up. We all mess up. We all mess up. But the ridicule. But the ridicule. And you know why you ridicule that hard? When a leader mess up? Because you have put them in a place of Christ. Thinking that they can't mess up. They are flesh. They are dirt. They are instruments Yah is using. But we so busy looking at the mailman instead of taking the letter. And I just see how they knocked this man down, ridiculed this man. But at first, before all of this, and what he done, which is between him and his maker, now you slam him. Now you slams him. That's why I'm just here to give the word, not here to be friend with you. If that do happen, good. If it don't, good. Because the righteous man's footsteps is guided by Yah. So Yah would not lead me your way. Family, we need to get it together and find out and realize who the rock is. And it ain't me, it ain't nobody else on YouTube that's delivering the word. It is Christ. Get out of these idling. You're idling men. You're worshiping men. You're praising men who are nothing but the instrument. You're worshiping the creature instead of the creator. Who is blessed forever. But this man dies. And then his son take over. And then his son take over. It become a family business. This is not a family business. This is going by our Father's business. And our Father's business is Yahawashi. And when he see you, you better hope he see Yahawashi. Because if you think he see you, that's a lie. If you think you're talking to Yah, that's a lie. It's no other way to the Father but through the Son. Don't let nobody ever fool you and make you think it's another way to get to the Father. You are too dirty, too corrupt, too evil for the Father to hear you. That's why we have Yahawashi, who have been through what we've been through and could tell the Father what we're going through. You better realize who your rock is. The rock is Christ, not any of these teachers on YouTube or any other tube. So all this leaning to that person and leaning to that person, you need to check your heart out. Y'all need to check your hearts. Because I see a lot of you not truly of Yah. You're truly of the world. If the person if people are telling the truth, it shouldn't matter where the truth is coming from. It's that you get it. It's that you get it. Let's get into the word, family. Microphone check. Sorry about that, family. I was at a mute. But yes, let's get into the word. Let's get into the word. Sorry about that. Let's go to First Corinthians. I named this the rock. The rock. A solid foundation that we all should have. And the only way you can have a solid foundation if you're moving through Christ or Christ moving through you. For I am in you and you are in me, and I am in the Father. So that means we are with the Father. But he's the rock, not Yada, not anybody else who have a platform. It's the rock. Please stop worshiping man and worship the Father and his Son. Let's get into it. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10. According to the grace of Yah, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. Foundation is already laid. That's the word. That's the word. And when you build on it, that's your works. You have the foundation. Now let's see where your works till you get to the ceiling. The ceiling will be the end. You have to endure till the end. So let's see how you building up on the foundation of the word, which is Christ. I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. Take heed of your works. Every day examine your heart. Because every day your heart is not the same. Your heart is not the same. For the Bible says the heart is extremely wicked. Extremely wicked. And his words will not come back void. And that means a lie. So if you think you got a good heart, you lying to yourself. No one's good but the Father who sent the rock, Christ. Because he knew we couldn't save ourselves. Or man couldn't save you. Stop running behind these teachers or these platforms. Are you growing? Or you just like entertainment? Or you just don't like to study yourself? So you watch a bunch of videos and pick who you want. If they're telling the truth, you better listen. Y'all used a donkey, remember? Let's continue. For other foundations can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua. Can't lay no other foundation. It's laid. You cannot change the word. The cement is hard. The foundation is laid down. Christ is the rock. Can't change anything. Christ is the rock. And if the person that you're listening to is not telling you about the rock, teaching you about him, your obedience, the laws, the statutes, because what I see a lot of these people that have platforms doing is putting fear in Israel. putting fear in Israel of what's going to happen in the world. And the Bible say, fear not. Fear not. You know these things are coming. But if you got me in your heart, you know I got you. That's Yah. That's why he sent Yahweh Shai to cover his flock. If you're going through a lot of bad things, you might not be covered. Maybe you're following man and not the rock, the Hamashiach. Let's continue. Let's go to Colossians chapter 1, verse 13. Who have delivered us from the power of darkness and have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, the rock, in whom we have redemption through his blood. Not no man, but Christ. Y'all better stop having idol for these men, idolizing humans that put on their pants the same way you put on yours and take them off the same way you do. You're blowing their heads up and you are sending them to the lake of fire. And you're going with them because a shepherd flocks follow him. Let's continue. In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sin. What man can forgive you of sin? But he can put you in sin. He can forgive you for sinning against him. That's the power we have. To forgive those who sinned against us. But it is not the one who plant. And it's not the one who water. But it's the one who gives the increase that counts. Nobody else. Okay? It's not about the water. It is not about the planter. It's about Yah and his son, Yahweh Shai, who gives the increase. Let's continue, family. Who is the image of the invisible Yah. El, the firstborn of every creation, of every creature. For by him we all were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Are you for him? Are you for him? Yeah, he created you. But are you for him? Or are you for you? Do as thy wilt. Are you praising these internet preachers, scholars, who know how to put good words together, but always leaving out something because it's always an agenda? If it's not fully the truth in this word, it's an agenda. It's an agenda. Y'all sitting back and listening to all these, what these other people saying. These people don't win and read. And they understood it their way, not Yahweh. So that's why you got to study to show yourself approved. So you don't do it your way, but you do it Yahweh. Let's continue, family. And he is before all things, all man, all preachers, all material, all wives, all husbands, all children, all pets, all jobs, all careers. He is first. He is first. He is the foundation. If you don't have a foundation, what are you standing on? What are you standing on? Because if you're standing on yourself, you're standing on sand. And you can't wait for the waves to come because it's going to take you right and sweep you right into the ocean. Let's continue, family. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Mm. And he is the head of the body, the church. This is the head of the church. He is the lion of the church. He is the lion of Judah, which is the top 12 tribe. He's the lion, not none of us. Not us, but him is the lion. A lot of us want to puff our heads up because we get a lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of comments that blows our head up. He increase, you decrease. And the more he increase, you decrease, he will increase you. It is not you who give the word. It's the spirit that Yah gives you, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. Let's continue, family. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn of the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. Have all the glory, all the love, all the attention. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. When the Father see you, who do he see? Do he see Keisha? Huh? You see Craig? Who do the Father see when he see you? Do he see Christ? Do he see his son? Because most of us think we his son. Yeah, Yah is the Father of us all. But he is not everybody's father. He is not everybody's father. And until he changed your heart, you are not his son. You are not his son. If you have not been born again and you still that old creature, you are not your son or daughter. If you still going the same places you used to go, you are not your son or daughter. If you're still using the foul language to degrade other people, you are not your son. If you have fear in your heart to pick up your cross, you are not a child of Yah. If you are straddling the fence, you are not a child of Yah. If you gossiping against your brother and your sister, you are not a child of Yah. Do not be deceived, family. Do not be deceived, family. Do not be deceived, family. If you are not following them laws, statutes, and commandments and loving your brethren, you are not a child of Yah. Don't be deceived. Let's continue, family. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, carrying your turmoils, your trials, your tribulations, and having made peace through the blood of his cross. That's how you do. You make peace with this turmoil and these trials and the lust and all. You make peace with that. You know it's coming. Making peace, that means that you have prepared yourself so when it comes, you're able to fight. Not fear. You know the trials and tribulations gonna come, but you're gonna stand strong because you're gonna be that strong one. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto him. By him, I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven. And you that were sometimes alienated and enemies. Oh, oh, this is not only talking about Israel, this is talking about Gentiles too. This is talking about Gentiles too. Let's continue, family. And you that were sometimes alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now have he reconciled. Any man without sin, you throw the first stone. Any man without sin, you throw the first stone. Any man without sin, you throw the first stone. Who is you to say which sin is worse than another sin? He said when you break one commandment, you broke them all. This is the problem. This is the problem here. We think we're better than other people because we are flesh, Jacob. We are flesh, Israel. But are you spiritually Israel? Is your heart Israel? Because if you're thinking about harming anybody in the kingdom, you are not a child of Yah. Let's continue, family. Alienated enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now hath he reconciled in the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight, in Yah's sight. So when Yah see you, he's supposed to see the ways of Christ, the light of Christ, the compassion of Christ, the love of Christ. That's what he's supposed to see in you. That makes you his son and his daughter. Because when he see you, he see Christ. He don't see Craig. He don't see Yolanda. He don't see none of them. Jane, Janet, Chris, none of them. He see Christ. Because you're covered by the blood. Are you covered by the blood of Christ? Or are you covered by the blood of a YouTube influencer? Who's going to lead you straight to the lake of fire if you continue to follow? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. To present you holy and unblameable and reprovable in his sight. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, listen, and not and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, not moved away from the word, not moved away from knowing your salvation is near, not moving away. You stand firm. You have a foundation that is strong. You are not movable. You are not straddling the fence. No wind. And when I say wind, I mean no other word could come to you to make you listen to them and lose this word. Are you solid? He's coming back for no spots, no wrinkles. Wherever your spots and your wrinkles at, you need to start working on it, family. Everything is a process To get the wrinkles out your clothes, you got to go get the iron, you got to plug it up, you got to wait till it get hot, then you use it. It's a process. You got to stop going to the places you used to go. You got to get into the word. You got to pray more, and there you go. You get the wrinkles out. Everything is a process, family. Everything is a process, family. Everything is a process, family. This ain't magic. Y'all don't do magic. Satan do magic. Y'all do miracles. Miracles. Let's continue, family. And be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which ye have heard, which is the truth, no matter who it's coming from, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I Paul am made a minister, who now rejoice in my suffering for you. I don't care who don't like me. I don't care how many friends I lose. As long as I can get you to follow Christ, I'm okay. I always pray for what I need in my life, bring it, and who I don't need, take him. And it always happened instantly. Who now rejoice in my suffering for you and fill up that which is behind of the affliction of Christ in my flesh for his body's sakes, which is the church. Which is the church. We are the church. We are the church. I made a little note. Some of us think we're holier than thou. Don't ever trick yourself or let the enemy trick you to make you think you can bypass Yahushua and go straight to the Father. Don't ever I don't care what religion. We ain't even supposed to be religious anyway. We are people of laws, statutes, and commandments, not religion. Religion is man-made. How to find Yah. Yah ain't lost. Let's continue, family. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, build upon Christ, Yahushua, gold, silver, precious stones, they have built wisely upon their foundation, upon this foundation. It can't be moved because you put precious things. Your work is precious on this foundation. It's beautiful when y'all see it. Gold, silver, precious stones. Or do you put wood? Let me stay in there. Do you put wood, hay, and stubble? Something that's easy to be torched. Is your works easy to be torched? Are people seeing Christ through you? Or are you preaching Christ and then the next minute they see something else? That's the wood. Your works are burnt. You say you're following the Bible. Do they see that in you? That's the stubble. That's the hay. Easy to be burnt. Because soon somebody come to you with a question, you don't have an answer. And the Bible say always be ready to give an answer about the word, about your hope, about what you hope in. Always have an answer. And this is what I was trying to teach you all. Materials used to build upon the foundation of Christ. Gold, silver, and precious stones represents excellent works. It represents your works. You know them by their fruits. You know them by their works. On what foundation are they laying their works? While wood, hay, and stubble symbolize inferior or poor works. What are you laying on the foundation of Christ? Is it false or is it truth? Let's continue, family. Let's go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock, Christ. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not. For it was founded upon a rock, Christ, solid. And everyone, and this is with your job and your relationship, anything you going through in life, y'all want to be a part of it. He is that foundation you should be laying your works on. He want you to rely on him. That's why he say, come as a child. A child depend on the parent, just like Yah want us to depend on him for everything. Let's continue, family. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them shall doing them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. When you build on Christ, everything is going to be solid. Because y'all going to make sure everything is solid. You can't have another foundation better than Christ. Because you know when you fall, you do not fall hard. Because he pick you back up. We're going to slip. Don't ever think you're not going to slip. We are not Christ. Can a man be perfect? Yes. Perfect in love for his brothers and sisters. But you will fall. You will fall if your foundation is not Christ. Yahushua answered and said unto, let's go to John chapter 4, verse 10. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of Yah, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him. Let's do that over. I'm sorry. John chapter 4, verse 10. Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the gift of Yah, and who it is that saith to thee, if she knew who he was. If she knew the gift, if she knew the foundation that was talking to her, what do he say? Thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with. That means to pull the water out of the well. And the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Now listen to me. You can't look at things with a carnal mind. These are spiritual sayings. So you have to look at things spiritually. So let's go back to showing you spiritually. Okay? Spiritually. Let's go to John chapter 4, verse 11. And the woman said unto him, Sir, thou hasn't nothing to draw with. What are you coming to me with? to give me water, to give me the word. I don't see I don't see any fringes. I don't see you dressed this kind of way. I don't see you're doing this. I don't see you doing that. How you gonna give me water? Listen. And the well is deep, and my sins are deep. And you think what you saying gonna help me? My sins are deep, and the well is deep. For whence thou hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father? Art thou greater than our father? She's asking a question. Art thou greater than our father, Jacob, which gave us the well? Who made the well? This is where people start. This is what I mean. We start idolizing the creature, worshiping these platforms instead of the word. You see what that says? That shows you. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle? You greater than him? Are you greater than this other pastor? Are you greater than this other man who built this church? But they didn't build it on Christ. They did not build it on that foundation. Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. We need Yahushua. He is the rock. Stop idolizing these platform preachers or teachers or scribes. Supposed to be idolizing Yahushua. Let's continue, family. Let's go to Numbers. We almost finished, family. Let's go to Numbers, chapter 20, verse 1. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert. Now, I'm going to do this, like I say, spiritual thinking. Get out the carnal mind, go into a spiritual. Put yourself here spiritually. Numbers chapter 20, verse 1. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin in the first month. And the people abode in Kadesh. And Miriam died there, and was buried there. And there was no water, there was no word for the congregation. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people charged with Moses, that means argued, feud, and spoke, saying, would Yah that we had died when our brethren died before Yah? And why have ye brought up the congregation of Yah into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there? And wherefore have ye made us to come up out of Egypt, and to bring us into this evil place? It is no place of seed. It is no place to plant seed. You see the thinking of our people, not knowing the water is right in front of them. Not knowing the water is right in front of them. Or of figs, or of vines, or pomegranates. Neither is there any water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces. And the glory of Yah appeared unto them. And Yah spoke unto Moses, saying, take the rod. Listen, listen, listen. This is a part about being obedient and knowing what the water is. Yah was talking about Christ right here. Christ has been talked about through the whole Bible. Rock, water, bread. That's Christ. Let's continue. Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brothers, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes. Obedience, 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 and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock, spiritually. So, no, this was physically, but I'm telling you to look at it spiritually also. But this was a physical doing. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. And Moses took the rod from before Yah as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, before Christ. Just look at it as that. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels. Must we fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he hit the rock. He taught wrongly the using of the rock. He taught wrongly the using of the rock. Yah says, Speak to the rock. You ask, you request, you have not because you ask not. But you think when you beat and more prayers you do and more words you do, that's going to make the water flow. That's not going to make the water flow. It's about confessing, speaking. That makes it flow. Not beating your brain trying to get a request from your house shot. Speak. Where we was at. Okay. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he hit, smart, the rock twice. And the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. Yeah, but you piss y'all off. And this is the obedience. And Yah spoke unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believe not, me not, to sanctify me, to reveal me. I'm the living water. To show them I am the one who's the power behind this. Speak to the rock, not beat the rock. Man philosophy is to beat words into your head. But when you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, all they have to do is speak. What did Yahweh do? He breathed on them, and they had the Holy Spirit. He didn't beat it in their head. Just having y'all to look at the Bible in different ways, because the Bible is a language. And every time you read the Bible, you're going to understand it different every time. It has a different insight every time. Let's continue. Because you believe not, me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. It only take one person when it comes to us. We are looked at as a nation. We are looked at as a nation. As a nation. One. That's why we all need to get it together. That's why we all need to get it together, family. It's time to put your faith in Christ and not man. Christ is the foundation. He's the rock. He's the mediator. He's the intercession. We need him to get to Yah. Family, I hope I said something today to edify the mind, the spirit, and the soul. I ask you to wake up. Wake up, Jacob. Wake up, Jacob, and follow Christ. Follow the Son of Yah, so we can become sons and daughters of Yah. When Yah look at you, do he see his son? Do he see his son? That's the question you need to ask. And if not, that's the situation you need to work on. Do Yah see Christ when he look at you? Watch what come out of here. It's not what goes in a man that defiles him, but it's what comes out of his mouth. Family, I love you. I pray you have an awesome week. I pray you do good and you show love to one another. Until the next time we speak again, family. Shalom.
Melodies that Ella sings, like the mind of a genius, uniqueness of a child, idea turn reality, a genuine smile. Yeah, your love is brilliant. You are brilliant. From your head to your feet, from this house to the streets, you are brilliant.
Wake up. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Wake up.